In this edition, we're gonna be talking about the All Eyez on Me Tupac movie. This is a movie that's been criticized since it was released. I don't think it was that bad. How do you feel about All Eyez on Me? I know you're a major Tupac fan.
Man, I'm probably the biggest Tupac fan you probably gonna ever meet. That was a pioneer of our time, a revolutionary, a dude that really changed the way I view things. Looking past all his wild and gangster music, his interviews, his most prized possession songs got to me, and I really adore and appreciate him, his time on earth, and I forever play his music. So the movie All Eyez on Me was extremely criticized and shot down by our people. Personally, I do believe that the movie could have went deeper into the true characteristics of his life, and I wish it had really stayed in more on his teenage years, and so you could really understand the way he develops his thinking. It didn't do that, and that's the only thing that I did not like about the movie. I thought the movie was phenomenal. I thought the movie really touched on some great points. The movie even told me something that I didn't know. I didn't know Thug Life had an acronym. I didn't know that, so I think the movie was awesome, and it touched on a lot of great points, but it didn't go as deep into his life as I really wish it had.
And I know they left a lot of key moments out of his life in there, and they fabricated some things. How do you feel they could have went about that differently in the movie?
Well, I mean, they left out a lot of key moments, and I understand that you didn't have a lot of time and things like that. So, and they got documentaries out that's really hitting on the key points of his life, like Tupac Resurrection. That told a lot about his life, and it was a lot, and it was a longer movie, but it wasn't a major production and like All Eyez on Me. So, man, just to save our time today, if you really want to understand Tupac Shakur's life, do your own research. Don't shoot down the movie, but really do your own research on how that man really lived. His teenage years. Forget about when he went to death row. That wasn't Tupac, that was an image. When he went to Baltimore School of Arts, and when he started studying, and when he got beat down by the police at 17, that's where his whole mind started to change, his whole thinking process started to change. Exactly. You gotta understand, he was already born a Panther. He was born a Panther. His name changed, he got a name change to Tupac Amaru Shakur at 2 years old. So he was a born Panther, he was a born revolutionary from the get-go. If you really want to understand him and look beyond the movie, understand his childhood and his teenage years. Research that.
And who would you overall rating of the movie be?
I mean, the overall rating for me was a 10. I give it a 10. Like I said, it was his life. It was his life. It touched on his life. It didn't go as deep as some of us wanted it to go, but it was still his life. It was still Tupac Shakur's life. So for me, I'm gonna rate it a 10 automatically because it was a great production. It was a black production. Whole black team directed it. Our people put that movie out for us to see a true pioneer of our time, and all we did was criticize him.
That's all we did. And I feel, for me personally, as a videographer, filmmaker, I think they could have kept a lot of the same characters that they used in Straight Outta Compton, which was another great movie, a 10 out of 10. They could have kept those people in and gave it a spin-off to how Death Row was created, or even Snoop Dogg's story, or go deeper into Dr. Dre's story. How do you feel about those types of things?
Well, I agree with you. They could have definitely did a spin-off. It probably would have kind of like a sequel. It would have been great. But I do understand their way of thinking. That was Tupac Shakur's story. Maybe they didn't want to go and get these other people, but they did use the same B.I.G.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But yeah, man, I don't even really care about the characters or nothing like that. My main thing was they didn't go as deep as I really wanted the people to know him. And the biggest thing that I didn't like was the critics The critics.
Exactly.
Our own people criticizing our own people.
Not even just regular people, stars. Jada Pinkett, 50 Cent. A lot of those guys, man.
With Jada Pinkett really knew Tupac.
Yeah,
She really knew Tupac. See, but she wasn't really criticizing the production of the movie. She was criticizing that they didn't go as deep into his life and they didn't paint the true picture of Pac. That's what her issue was. I didn't hear what 50 Cent said. I wasn't even really looking into it. But Jada Pinkett, I could understand her frustration because she knew him actually.
Yeah.
That was her true friend. So I can understand her frustration because they painted a different picture of Pac. Like I said, man, they painted him as like Death Row. They painted him as a thug.
Right.
And that wasn't. Now was he militant? Yes. But it's all about how you describe militant. You wasn't just gonna come push him and he was gonna turn the other cheek. That wasn't it, man. He was a true brother that stood his ground, and that's what we need more men of. But they painted him out to be this gangster, militant, this disrespectful, degrading dude, and that wasn't him. When he went to Death Row, it was a different life for him, man.
He used his voice to educate people and give people the picture of what he went through and what we're going through today, still, in his music. Everything he spoke to fruition. But he did more at 25 than most people do their entire life. Times 3.
Facts.
We shouldn't down what our black people create or African Americans create. We shouldn't down what anybody creates. It's all art. And how would you elaborate a little bit on what I said?
Man, what you said was perfect, man. We should not downgrade any creation. Any creation. It's all art. And especially as black people, we need to stop criticizing our own people. But it's not our fault though. That's just how we was taught. School only taught us about England, Germany, Great Britain, Europe, all these other white countries. They didn't teach us nothing about ourselves except for the times that we was beat, called nigger, spit on. They just all taught us about slavery. So we don't know how to appreciate us when we start to do great things. We don't know how to appreciate and hone in and congratulate our own people because we haven't been taught that. But I'm gonna tell you this though, you cannot be the one that's on social media. You can't be the one that's on social media talking about I'm so woke, got your black power fist up, saying that you so woke and that you want so much to change because when you got a cop racial profiling another brother or you got a cop shooting or killing one of our own people, then you want to go down and protest. But then when our people create a production, create something for us to be proud of, all we do is criticize it. It doesn't make sense. You're a fraud. You're a fraud. And that is not good. You need to change the way you think. Y'all continue to say, it was an iPhone 7 in the Tupac movie. What in the world does that got to do with the story of that movie? That doesn't have nothing to do with nothing. You're just trying to find a way to be funny. And I can tell you this, if you laugh at us, if one of us laugh at us, you got 10 of the ones that you don't want laughing at us.
Right.
So stop criticizing your own people. Learn to congratulate
and appreciate
your own people. And I'm all for constructive criticism. Yeah, I'm all for that. But constructive criticism is positive. You guys criticizing to create humor, to make someone laugh, to degrade us. So you can't be mad when the white man degrades us and you continue to do the same thing.
Exactly right. And that'll do it for this episode. Stay tuned, the more episodes coming every Wednesdays.
If you haven't seen the movie, go check it out.
Please, it's well worth your money. Don't listen to what the critics say. Stay off Twitter, Facebook, and all that. Don't listen to them. Go see it for yourself.
Man, them critics, they the ones living at home with their mama sleeping on the couch, listening to Tupac music every night before they go to sleep.
Exactly.
Wishing they had better days.
Thinking about better days. Better days, better days, better days. Hey, better days. got me thinking about better days. Thinking back as a